Hi everyone, and welcome to another video from Explore the Outdoor. Today, or should I say this special, Teesside special, is something that I've been planning for a while but never had the time or the resources to do it without further sort of research. I'm originally from County Durham, a little place called Stanley, a little mining town, and originally I was born in Consett, which is Shotley Bridge, that sort of area, but I lived in Stanley for 29 years. Fantastic little town, very close to Beamish Museum, a lot of history around Stanley as well. I moved down to Middlesbrough when I met my partner Rachel back in 2012, and I've been here in Teesside, Middlesbrough, ever since. And yeah, when first sort of coming to Middlesbrough, you get the sense of how industrial it is. And the nickname for Middlesbrough folk, from where I was from, was people were known from this area were called the Smoggies, because of the amount of pollution that was cast into the air from the industrial side of Middlesbrough. But once you get past that and you see the heritage of Middlesbrough, you actually look at it and you think, yeah, this isn't a bad place to live. There's absolutely loads going on around, and you're not surrounded by industrial side of that thing. You're actually surrounded by the moors and other natural spots of beauty. So this, I'm going to put it into three parts. This is a three-part special of Teesside and how I've come to become attached to it, and I think after watching it, hopefully you will as well. Hi everyone, so this three-part series begins down near Port Clarence, and can you guess whereabouts I am? Have a guess? Yes, if you got it right, the Transporter Bridge. A very famous bridge, a bridge that was opened on the 17th of October 1911. The bridge is about 259 metres long, with a span of 176 metres over the water. In 2019, it was given a risk of death award. Not an award, but it was saying that the bridge was a risk of death for people who used it, and it's been closed ever since. I'm not sure if there's any regeneration programme up and running yet, but it's a tragic shame. There's now metal fencing and weeds growing at this once fantastic feat of engineering. Terry Scott, the comedian actor in the 1970s, I think it was reportedly to drive his car off it by accident as he was driving onto the platform that takes you across via the cables. It's not just a bridge as well, it's a work of art, and it's a focal point of Middlesbrough, featuring on the council's badge, and it's associated to Middlesbrough. I was quite sad to walk away from it, as I just really wanted to stay and watch it and just be inspired by the bridge, but you know, the day was getting on and I needed to film other things, so I had one last look as I made my way along the riverside. So as I ventured along the riverside, I made a brief stop down the water's edge just to take in the quayside in the backdrop there, and what it would have been like back in the day when many ships were sailing down this river. You can still see here reminiscences from the ironworks, the steel works, bits of iron ore, bits of steel there down by the riverside. A reminder of how important industrial work was here in Teesside. So it's a little bit windy, so it might sound a bit strange when I'm talking, but I keep forgetting sometimes that, yeah, I'm a male and I'm out and about, but I'm in a very secluded area where probably nobody goes. So when you're doing this sort of thing, you should always make sure you're telling people where you're going. And today I haven't. I've broke that first rule. But I think I'm probably near an old landfill site where they used to dump all the rubbish, because it's got that smell and it looks like wasted land. But we're getting into the realms of the industrial side of Teesside now, and I'm not sure how far this path goes for. This might be a dead end in a moment. So, but from what you've seen so far, is a reflection, is a captivating moment on what Teesside is all about, and how it's so important for the UK that it delivers this industrial side of Britain. So yeah, well done Teesside. So I make my way along this very lonely track, only to find myself at a dead end. Luckily there was a path off to my right which led to the riverside again, so let's go and take a look down by the riverside. Yep, you can see there a fleet of ships, a fleet of boats in there. Again, little businesses along the side of the river doing all sorts of engineering projects. You know, really good to see in Middlesbrough. You just caught a glimpse of the Riverside football stadium there. My family, my partner, kids all have season tickets there, and you know, football is an important part of Middlesbrough, and we're going to be looking at the stadium a little bit closer on the next few clips. Okay, so as I'm walking, I found these objects, boxes. I don't know what they are. I think I know what they are. I think they could be beehives, but I don't see any bees around. So if anyone could comment, I'll show you now. Oh, there's a bee. Yeah, just seen a bee go around. So the whoa, there's loads. Better get out. Yeah, that's my curiosity. Yeah, that's my curiosity done. So someone's put them there. It's a long way from any civilian places. So this is Middlesbrough's football stadium, the Riverside, replacing Ayresome Park. It took 32 weeks to build, and it's got a capacity of 34,988. You can see some icons outside the stadium. Like any football stadiums, there's some really great icons that played for Middlesbrough and, you know, the other football clubs around the other stadiums. It is a focal point again in Middlesbrough, and, you know, living here for 10 years, I can see how much of a passion it is to people, and it's a well-supported club. You know, the passion is there. You can see the passion, and you can feel the passion. And I've been inside the stadium myself, and it is a nice little stadium. And you know, I really do wish Middlesbrough well and all the best for the future. And I hope they do make a great success of the team. I think they've got a good manager at the moment, but they just need that little bit more investment to buy new players. And you know, it would be great to see them in the Premiership once again. Yet again, we come to another important bridge in Middlesbrough. This is the Newport Bridge, and it's a bridge that, through hydraulics and cables, lifted up to let the boats come through. And as I got underneath it, you could see the steel, the engineering that went into this fantastic structure. So the Newport Bridge here behind me in Middlesbrough was opened in 1934 on the 28th of February, and weighs a massive 2,700 tonnes. It would have been manned around the clock by 12 people, and up to 800 vessels a year travel underneath it. It used to raise up by 2 hydraulic lifts, 325 HPI. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but yeah, so the bridge used to lift up, the vessels used to come underneath. It was then sorted by Parliament, I think in 1989, to stop lifting, and it continues as a main road into Middlesbrough and out of Middlesbrough, providing various links to the town and to the industrial side of Middlesbrough. But what a marvellous feat of engineering is the Newport Bridge, not the Transport Bridge. So just a couple of miles away along the river in Teesside to Stockton, you will find the Tees Barrage. The work began on the barrage in 1991, and it uses 16,500 cubic metres of reinforced concrete. Water is taken from the River Tees, recycled through the River Tees, and put around the course for water sports. It has been part of Commonwealth Olympic Games, and again, it's another, fascinating piece of engineering in Teesside that puts Middlesbrough on the map. So this is what it looks like without water, and on the next clip you'll see what it looks like with water. So you can see from here when it's dryish, the blocks there that directs the flow of water and gives it its sort of power as you go around the course. So this is what it looks like when the water is in full flow, and I was lucky to see it today like this, and I was also lucky on this next clip to see some people in action as they were enjoying a Saturday of water sports. So you can walk all the way along from the Tees Barrage all the way into Stockton itself, and just a short walk down there's another bridge, a fantastic bridge called the Millennium Bridge, which sits over the River Tees again but closer to Stockton. So the Millennium Bridge here in Stockton was constructed in December of 2000 at a cost of £1.4 million. It was actually fabricated in Spain and shipped over here to Teesside, and it's a fantastic bridge, yet another bridge on the Tees, which is absolutely amazing. Of course the bridge as well was criticised for both wobbling and being too narrow to accommodate cyclists. But that was soon sorted, and as you can see there, the bridge is absolutely amazing. It's wide enough for everyone. I still think cyclists are supposed to dismount as they get over the bridge, but I don't think there's any need to. There's quite enough room for everyone to pass on this bridge safely, so you know, well done for building this bridge. It's absolutely fantastic. So it was time to make my way back into Middlesbrough town centre now, to give you a glimpse of what goes on within the heart of Middlesbrough. And today, when I was filming, there was some sort of culture event going on, coincided with Pride as well. But there's some fantastic structures in Middlesbrough town centre, and none so more than the public library there. It's got a huge university as well. Teesside University is one of the biggest universities, with some fantastic artwork around the centre of Middlesbrough as well, famous artwork. And yeah, you know, it's just like any other town centre, but you know, you can see the effort that's made there. And Middlesbrough is such a great place. It is a fantastic place to live. Every place has its ups and downs, but you know, you've got to look beyond that and look to the core dynamics of the area and what it does for the UK. With the festival going on, there was a lot of barbecues there. The food actually smelled lovely. It was great to see all cultures of Middlesbrough coming together and having a great time. It was just starting to rain, but it didn't dampen anyone's spirits. The chef was still cooking his chicken there, and yeah, this is Middlesbrough, a celebration of different cultures. The town centre, like any other town centre, it looks a bit sort of dilapidated, shops closing, but there's a large investment of bars and restaurants now within the town centre. You know, you've got the town hall here that caters for events like comedy clubs and weddings. There was actually a wedding on today when I was there. But this is the first part over now, part one of Middlesbrough. Next time we will be going to look at the coastal areas. So make sure you subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and keep a lookout for part two. Thank you.